Hey guys, Casual Gamer 84. I'm back in the game room. Today I have a special video for you all. You're going to get two videos this week. This is a Halloween special. This is about movies. So I'm going to give you all 10 movies that you should watch around Halloween. 10 movies that are spooky, 10 movies that I enjoy watching this time of year. So some of them are pretty obvious, some of them are not. I left some of the obvious ones off the list because I'm sure everybody out there is going to watch John Carpenter's Halloween. So I'm not going to put that on this top 10 list. But I do have some ones that I think are really good, some ones that may be unexpected. So let's get this started. I'm going to start with classics, and I have a variety of videos here from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray. So I just picked 10 movies I like watching this time of year. We'll start with the classics, and that is The Bride of Frankenstein. Of all the Frankenstein movies, I think this is probably my favorite. So it's definitely a good one to check out this time of year. Another one, Beetlejuice. It's not necessarily a Halloween movie, but it's good to watch during the spooky time of year. Another good one, and I thought it was a good movie. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't watch horror movies to be scared. I watch horror movies to be entertained. So not all these are horror movies. But just because a horror movie isn't scary doesn't mean that it's not a horror movie. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Some of y'all get it. Sometimes horror movies are just meant to watch and have kind of a creepy aspect to them, but be funny. And this movie's kind of it. It's self-aware in a way. That is Cabin in the Woods. And it's kind of pays homage to the different types of horror movies out there. Because you're the creatures in the movie come from other movies that you've seen. Whether they pay an homage to Hellraiser or they're paying homage to It or something like that. But it's a good movie. It's self-aware. Another good one to watch this time of year because it's not necessarily spooky or a horror movie, but it is Ghostbusters. This is Ghostbusters 1 and 2. But it's a ghostly time of year, if you will, so good to check that out. And I mentioned that not all horror movies or not all movies to watch on Halloween have to necessarily be scary or horror films. Another one I like watching around this time of year is Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein. A newer one, 13 Ghosts. It's a remake of the original black and white film. A lot of the aspects are the same in it. I remember as a kid watching this movie and it not really scaring me, but frightening me, I guess. This one's pretty obvious. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge zombie fan. I'm a huge Living Dead fan. I'm a huge Romero fan. So Night of the Living Dead. It's one that I watch every year around this time. I watch both the original, George Romero's original film in black and white, and then I watch the 90s remake with Tom Savini. Both of those are good movies. The next one is a movie that really, I don't know, I don't want to say scared me, because I don't guess it scared me, but it, as a kid it did, I guess. That is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, not the remake. And I actually, the first time I seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre was about the time that the remake came out, I guess. And I'd seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 before that, but when I first watched the original one, I thought that this DVD was the remake when I bought it. And then I got it home and it was not. I ended up watching it and I liked it a lot better than the remake. The other one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Again, this movie is self-aware. I mean, you look at the front cover and you can tell that it's self-aware. They're all in the Breakfast Club pose. So it has a lot of funny aspects to it. I remember as a kid, though, this movie scaring the bejesus out of me. I don't know why. It was just creepy and gory and whatnot. But I remember it scared me as a kid. Now I watch it, I think it's funny. And the last one on my list, so number 10. Well, not the last one on the list. I guess they were in no particular order. This is one of my favorite horror movies, I would say. And that is House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie. I just like this movie, and I think the reason that I like it is because I'm nostalgic for horror movies. I'm nostalgic for those slasher style movies. So to watch this one, and it kind of pays homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It pays homage to all those horror movies, from the 70s and the 80s, and it kind of has that aesthetic appeal to it. But Captain Spaulding is one of my favorite characters in this movie. But again, House of a Thousand Corpses. If you've not seen it, check it out. So guys, hopefully you've watched this video, and maybe you've seen all these movies, maybe you've not. Maybe I've said some movies that you'll definitely check out, or maybe I've said some movies that you haven't watched in a while, so you'll check them out and see that you like them too. But guys, have a safe Halloween. Hopefully you all watch some spooky movies and scare yourself just a little bit. And if you've not already done so, subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you again soon.